この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Konnichiwa everyone! It's Dan from JaDan.co.uk and today it's time for another 5-Minute Friday. Cheers for finding my video everyone, I appreciate that. Today is 5-Minute Friday. And for those of you that don't know, 5-Minute Friday is a video on a Friday where I take 5 minutes to talk about a topic or a question from somebody out there. So if you've got a question about Japan or a topic you want to see me talking about, do me a favour, comment section below and let me know. Or you can slide it DMs on any of my social media ting and I'll be sure to check it out. So today's 5-Minute Friday video is all about keeping in touch with people back home when you live in a different country. So today I got a message on the Facebooks from a guy called Sean Denton, who I definitely don't know at all. Full disclosure, I used to work with Sean. Cool guy, has a sick beard, plays bass, and yeah, he once stole me Capri Sun, the dickhead. But he's alright. Anyway, Sean Denton says, 5-Minute Friday topic. What does it feel like living in a different country and engaging with people you knew back home through social media? How does it make you feel? How do you process that digital interaction and how does it affect you? Cheers for that, Sean. I appreciate that. So, yeah, right. As always, 5 minutes on the clock. Let's fucking go. So, this is a bit of a tough one. So when you move abroad, of course, you're moving far away from everyone you knew and everyone you loved. And, yeah, that can be cool for some people. Some people like that shit. For me, I had a lot of friends and family back home that I really missed when I come here. Still miss them now. I don't know why I said missed in the past tense. Still miss them now. And basically, at first, everyone makes a big effort, like, yeah, let's fucking message on WhatsApp every day, or, you know, like, oh, cool, all my friends have gone to a nightclub with masks and my face on it. That's awesome. Real life, that happened. And it's really, really cool at first, but what happens over time is out of sight, out of mind, and that's not a dig at anyone, that's just how it is. And it gets harder and harder to have a meaningful conversation with somebody you used to know. Because suddenly, nothing I do has any relevance to what they're doing. Like, oh, I went to this place you've never heard of with these people you've never met and I did this thing that you don't really know. That's not an interesting conversation. People are like, oh, cool. And likewise, on the other side, people are like, oh, I went to this person's house. Oh, you never met them actually. I met them after you went. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And you kind of stop being so relevant to each other's lives. I mean, your best friends and stuff, you will obviously keep in touch with. I mean, like Sid, I message every now and then. Liam Brabazon, I message every now and then on WhatsApp, maybe once a month or something. Phil, I get messages from him sometimes, just random shit. And yeah, that's cool, but it's not like when we used to hang out all the time and just talk and, you know, talk to each other every day. So that's kind of weird. In terms of like the more massive people, like, I don't really use my own personal social media anymore. Like, I've got a Facebook account, I don't really use it, I post on it rarely. And my own personal Twitter and Instagram, I don't really use them either. Because the only reason I really use social media these days is for the YouTube thing. So when you do YouTube, it's kind of important to have social media presence if you want to grow your channel. And it's not, sometimes I wonder why I bother, but honestly I like Twitter. I meet loads of, well, not met, but Twitter friends with quite a few people. I met a few of them in real life and that's kind of interesting. But back to Sean's question, digital interactions with people back home that I used to know is hard because it's so hit and miss. Like recently I put a post up on Facebook and it got a lot of people commenting and all like, oh yeah, cool, people remember who I am. But sometimes it's like people just kind of forgot who you were and like, oh yeah, I remember that kid, he used to be around here. And it can be a little difficult. It can make you feel a bit lonely sometimes. Like you post something out there and nothing comes back and you're like, oh yeah, people have moved on. So that can be pretty lonely. Sometimes though, you just get random interactions out of nowhere and you're like, oh yeah, that was sick, I remember, that was cool. So it can be a bit hit and miss. In terms of my family, I use like FaceTime and Skype to keep in touch with my family as much as I can. But that's kind of how it works when you move to another country. And I will say though, when you do go back to your own country, if your friends are as cool as mine, it's like you never left. Like I went back in November last year and I met Liam and Phil and Sid, and it were like I never left. And it were a bit weird, but it were awesome. Like they just picked up exactly where they left off. And I know it's all this, by the way, is more my fault than anyone else's. I don't really put stuff out there and I don't really try and contact people so much because I don't feel like I've got anything of interest to say. So, but I always think about my friends. They're always in my mind and my heart and my family and that. So yeah, it's a bit weird. At first you'll try a lot. After time it'll fade away. But when you go home it'll probably be pretty cool. So, in that ramble somewhere, I think there's an answer to Sean's question. So, that's the end of today's 5 Minute Friday video. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I invite you to send me any requests or questions, DMs, comment section, that's cool. Today's question for you is, what do you think about keeping in touch with friends on social media? Yay or nay? Comment section below, let me know. Don't forget, I've got the Patreon ting on patreon.com/JaDan. Well, that's it for today. So, as always, until next time, Jamata!